Now that was a good episode. So we actually found out that Ida actually didn't even make it back to the school all the way before he ran to Almight. Almight actually knew something was going down whenever Hero 13 and Aizawa didn't answer the calls. And at the same time, when the Hero of Justice came in, he wasn't really smiling at all, which that was really kind of scary. But before we even get into the fights, I just want to say, oh my god, the animation was superb. It was absolutely phenomenal. The animation was some of the best acrobatic animation I've seen. Hands down, that was good. That's about as good as you can get right there. I don't know how much better you can get than that, if you can even at all. So after All Might bust in and start saving everyone, which was really badass, by the way. Once again, animation and stuff. Just saying. We have the hand guy, the hand villain. I don't know exactly what his name is exactly. I can't remember. I know I should, but for the sake of the video, we'll go with hand guy. He says he's still fast, father. And I'm like, what? He's like, but he isn't as fast as before. You're right. He is weakened. So immediately right there, we know that All Might secret it's been exposed. It's known now. So that makes you think, is that guy's father, the hand villain's father, is he the one that did that to All Might? It makes you, who did All Might fight? It's really getting on my nerves now, because that definitely has some kind of, it has to correspond with that somehow, some way. You know, there has to be a connection there somehow. I'm really interested as to what that is. And we find out the bioengineered noumu villain is actually shock absorption is his quirk. Excuse me. So basically, he's just taking in these punches and then like dispersing them, just kind of like a shock in a shoe, I guess. It takes in the landing and disperses it. So I thought that was really neat, shock absorption. I thought it was just like a nullification, honestly. I thought that's what it's going to be, but I'm glad they went the other way. It's kind of unique as to what they did right there. So we actually have Deku rushing in to help All Might, because All Might's basically, he's about to die. They found his weakness, Noumu did, right there when he got hit. So once again, if they knew that's where it was, and they had Noumu knowing that's where it was, oh, there you go. I mean, proof's in the pudding, something's up with that. And he's actually bleeding. It's his fingers, his grip busts through that side of his, pierces All Might's skin, busts right through it. So Deku comes in and it's like, oh crap, the warp gate guy, it's like he's done. He's done. It's like he's about to get sucked in. Obviously, we knew he wasn't going to die. But we have Bakugo saying, get out of the way, Deku. And, dude, that was so bad. Bakugo just owned him. Then Todoroki's just a badass in general. I mean, you have Bakugo, Todoroki, and Deku. I mean, yeah, great squad right there. I mean, and you even had the red-haired kid. I don't know his name, but yeah, you had him. So that's all that really matters. When All Might starts going in depth about, I don't have much time left. I have about a minute, but he can't give up because he's the symbol of justice and peace and all this. And he just goes in, starts doing targeted punches is what he's doing. And he's just, whenever he's in the air and they're just spinning the camera around, he's slinging around. It's like, oh my god, and he punched him. Plus Ultra, so I take it plus Ultra is his ultimate attack. And that's why he has everyone say it. I'm wondering why. What does plus Ultra mean? I wonder what the meaning behind it is. And obviously it has something to do with, one for all. So I wonder what the meaning behind plus Ultra is. And he punched him and he went into space. So it makes you wonder later on, is this really the end of Noumu? But obviously it probably doesn't matter because it looked like he got blown to pieces. It looked like we saw his insides like glowing, and yeah, so plus Ultra, that was so badass. And All Might states that in his prime, 5 hits. 5 hits is all it would have took to finish Noumu. 5 hits. Can you imagine? And he looked strong right there. And he was at like 10%. So you can imagine his prime, just boom, 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 boom. And it took over 300 right there. 5 hits and would have finished Noumu. That's crazy. That is crazy. So it makes you wonder how, okay, One for All is supposed to strengthen someone's power, especially when it gets hand down. It should be even stronger. So I take it Deku will get All Might's power whenever it's at his full, prime. So let's just put that in perspective real quick. How strong will Deku be whenever he's finally in his prime? I mean, he should be twice as strong as freaking All Might. So what? Well, is he gonna? Would it take him a flick, a freaking flick, to finish noumu? Would that all it would take? You know, is that all it would take? I mean, that's nuts. Just think about that for a second. Will it take a flick? But leave down in the comments below what you guys thought of this episode. Be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Glad to see Hero 13 and, well, Aizawa, I don't know about him. He may not be okay, but glad to see Hero 13's okay. Shout out to Morgan Berry if she makes it this far in the video, but she's actually a voice actor who's been watching these vids, luckily enough. So be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Hex25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.